guys, welcome back to the Alpha Customs YouTube channel. So today we've got the Aygo again, the little dinger that we have, and the window regulator on this car has stopped working, so the window doesn't go up. So the reason why I've taken out the door card already is because this stopped working on me mid-road and it's freezing cold in the UK right now. So I was trying to get it closed, but it didn't work because the actual regulator is gone and the motor, which is here, stopped working. This means if you try put the window up with the switch, it's not going to work unless you bypass it with like a battery. So I thought instead of doing that, let me just change the whole motor, so when summer comes I can use the window without a problem, because this car is not fitted with AC, so a window is important during the summer times, otherwise you're going to get baked. If you're new to this channel, my name is Andrew. On this channel we talk about DIY things like this, which you can do on your own car, things that we do on our project cars, which is a 7 Series E38 and a 4 Series F33. So if you do like content like that, please do remember to subscribe. And what are we waiting for? Let's get crack-a-lacking. So this is the part that we're going to be installing today, and as you can see there's the motor in there currently. So first up, you want to remove these grommets that are here, and if your actual switch works and if your electrics still work on the actual glass, then try and drop the glass right to the bottom so you get better access to removing the glass before changing the regulator. Unfortunately, in my case, the switch stopped working, the electrics to the actual glass stopped working, so I need to do this by hand, and it will be beneficial to have someone help you to hold the glass while you do this, otherwise it might drop and it might break, which you don't want. So just bear that in mind while you do that. So the bolts holding the glass, there's one here, and if we go further down there's one down there. So in order to access that one, that's why you remove these grommets, and then you'll get better access to that bolt. But as you can see, since the glass is up, getting that bolt down is going to be quite hard, but we'll try figure it out, and we'll try figure a way of getting that out. So in my case, I just put on the ignition and it helped put the glass down a little bit, so it's come down a little bit, but still needs to go down a little bit more so that it can come through into this hole for me to access that bolt, which it doesn't want to do. So as you can see here, there was a vapor seal on the top covering all of this, but someone's taken that off. So the reason why you have a vapor seal is to stop condensation going inside the car and prematurely destroying your motors like it's done on this car. So if you have a vapor seal, please just make sure you put it back on, otherwise you will have moisture going inside, and in this case it's prematurely just gone and destroyed the motor, so it doesn't help me take the window up or down. So what we need to do is get a vapor seal back on this car. I don't have one today, but we'll probably do that later off the video, but the main thing on this video is to get the motor on, get this window back up because it's freezing cold. Good news, with the remaining life that I had, as you can see it just moved a little bit. I've got access to that bolt now. So this is the bolt that holds the glass in place on this side, and this is the one that holds it on this side. So you want to start off by removing this and this. Once you do that, you can pull the glass out, and then you don't have the glass in the way, and you can freely go and remove the regulator. So these are two 10mm bolts that you want to remove, and just try get someone to help you to hold the glass while you remove this, otherwise it might end up dropping. So this bit is going to be off camera, but as you can see I've taken off one side, my mum is holding the glass at the top, and then going to be removing this side. So as you can see, the glass is now out. You want to wiggle it side to side, and as you can see the glass just comes out. This just makes it easier for you to deal with the actual regulator. And this is so filthy and dirty, and we're going to get this cleaned before it goes back in. Now that the glass is out, you have access to the actual regulator. You want to start off by removing these connectors, And then you can see there are bolts across the actual door. You want to start removing these, and then you'll get access to the actual regulator. So you don't need to remove these ones. The ones that you need to remove are this, and I believe that's it. So as you can see, this just released the window regulator and it's all loose now, and it comes right out. So it's pretty easy to do, it's not that hard. As you can see, the bolts are already there halfway. On the other side, these are to align the actual window regulator inside, and then you can just get this in place before putting the window back in. So we're just going to do everything vice versa. So this is the old one out, which no longer works, and we're going to be putting this new one in. And first we want to start off by aligning it, making sure it all fits. And as you can see, it's all aligned. And then after we've done this, we need to make sure that everything else is in place. So as you take the window regulator out of here, you'll see the window clips, or for the glass, that come out. So you want to get hold of these and just keep it on the side, because once we put the glass in, we need these again. So for now, let's put this new regulator in and then get this in place, and then we'll deal with that later. So just want to make sure everything aligns. So let's get this aligned. There we go, that's one side, two side, and three. So as you can see the bolt holes there. And what we're going to do is put the 10mm screws back on, and then it should all fit. So as you can see, we're just bolting it back in. Make sure that it's in properly, doesn't move around. So that's firmly in place. Maybe not at the bottom, and that is because of the actual window placement. So that's fine, because this one is also like that. It's a bit, it moves around. So if you see the bottom bit move like this, don't worry, that's normal. As you can see, it just gives that wiggle room on the glass when you take out that glass, so don't worry about that. So before we put the glass in, just want to test it, and as you can see, the window regulator is working. Whoa, that's great news. So what we want to do is align it back. There we go. Now that it's in, we just want to make sure we align it with the actual holes for the window. So now that that is in place, you can go ahead and put the screw in. As you can see, this plastic bit is in and the screw is in. I would recommend changing this sometimes as well if it's very brittle. This one seems okay, so we can reuse it, but if your one is brittle, try change this part. It shouldn't cost too much. And now we're going to tighten this bolt and then do the same on the other side. So I had to do this off camera, but it would be a good idea to put the plastic bits on the glass before lowering it down. So once you've slid it through this bit, then once you've got it on a side angle, just put these plastic bits back on, and then you can just clip it on, and then it will align into these holes here. And that makes it easier for you to just go ahead, put these bolts right in. Then all you have to do is tighten. Now that the bolts are in, let's see the moment of truth. There we go. The window is finally closed. Thank God for that. We're now finished with the window and the glass is up and everything's working as it should. As you can see, window comes down, window goes up without a problem. So what we're going to do now is get this door card back on, put all these handles back in, the switch back in, and then get it all assembled. So the door card is now on. So that brings us to the end of this video, and I hope you guys found that informative. If you did, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. As well as that, do leave your comments on what you found beneficial, what you think I could improve on, etc, etc. It could be bad or good, whatever it is, just leave it in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a great Christmas and see you guys in 2026. Well, hopefully there's a video before that, but if not, see you guys in 2026. Peace.